So I'll read this to you now. Suffragettes. 'Twas only last night a procession I saw. They were ladies going to make a new law. I said, don't cross them, they're sharper than men. It won't take me long to describe with my pen how a woman can vote. You'll see by and by, she's clever no doubt. Then give her a try. She wants only the vote, not the MP. Those who live longest will hear more and see the thin end of the wedge. Just think of that. A woman MP. We're all of us flat. Ladies, will you stop that yell for the vote? Your needle says, here, repair that old coat. If you run from your home, then it will fall. 'Twas only a dream you dreamt after all. Who told you to lead your father and child? Wait until you're asked. You'll make a good while. Can you see any parliaments there in your home? If so, why in Westminster in madness you roam? While you're in prison, that home it is lost. Your fasting is sham on the world, you'll be tossed. No woman is sent as a leader of man. Your part is to obey, please understand. You were taken, says history, from man's rib. Don't back out from facts, mind you don't jib. From your duty as mother, as wife, as maid. Whilst you're wondering, someone must be paid. Did you ever see hireling beat mothers yet? A motherless home will bring you regret. Just down the street 'twas where Parliament sat, a lonely small cot and a fireside chat. No king ruled the homes, not one in the street. The Queen sat on her throne where Parliament meet, and here is the speech she gave from the throne. All over the world that speech is made known. She said to her sons, be industrious and kind, think more, learn more to enlighten the mind. She said to her daughters, yours is the charge, building the home in the world that is large. And her daughters all wondered when she said, the charge of a mother is over your head. Study cookery if you want to succeed. By neglect homes are lost, often we read. Whilst they were sitting in Parliament there, they all got the vote, those damsels so fair, passed in that home by a mother and queen. It's there in the workbox, the needle I mean. They'll never forget that speech in the street, a stitch in time whoever did beat. And long, long after that speech of the Queen, in words and actions quite often were seen. Her daughters were all in homes of their own. They never forgot the speech on the throne. The same speech that I heard in that street. The next generation, it saved them complete. And now, today, by the means of that speech, all nations and tongues they're trying to teach. I peeped in that cot whilst passing that way. That home was a palace, I'm happy to say. This was the home of a needle MP, and there it is now before you to see. And then I walked down a very strange street, not very far off where Parliament meet, and I looked in the home of a lady MP. It looked like the drunkard's wrecked home to me. Where is your mother? I said to the child. She's gone to Westminster now quite a while. Give me the home of a needle MP. The Westminster home is no home for me. She's linked arm in arm with a drunkard and scamp. She's chasing the butterfly now with the tramp. And that was Suffragettes by my great-great-grandfather. An interesting window into his thought.
It's called Sky Diamonds, and it's by our own house, Ragu. My love, I let you pull me. My love, I let you pull me. And you drove and had me beaten up. And you drove and had me beaten up. And you had beaten up love and you drove me. Let me pull my platinum edge toward the stratosphere. Platinum edge toward the stratosphere as a ring. Offer it to the visible universe as a ring. Offer it to the visible universe. Toward the visible edge to the stratosphere, a platinum universe. Offer it as a ring. Of the gravity, let it be. I stole a jalopy, and I am sure there's nothing of the gravity. Let it be. I stole a jalopy, and I am sure there's nothing embedded in my pocket. Let the cosmos and in it, pretty, for you, embedded in my pocket. Let the cosmos put its star there, above it. Let the gravity I stole, embedded in the cosmos, pretty and above, for you, let it be there. There's nothing in it, I am sure of it. A jalopy and its star, put in my pocket. I drove to the edge of the universe in a beaten-up jalopy, and I am pretty sure there's nothing there. I stole a star and put it in my pocket, and had it embedded in platinum as a ring for you, my love. It let me offer you the cosmos. Let it be visible above the stratosphere, and let its gravity pull me toward you.
The Talking Pillow by DonJuan Writer. Once, to a crash slumber on my bed so late, I learned my pillow could communicate. As I lay my head of lead at the head of the bed, my talking pillow said, "Let me be the foundations for the constructions of your dreams. I shall bear the burden from and for your neck. Close your eyes, banish the moonbeams. I'll free your worries with a rain check. Allow the cloak of closed eye, mind's projector dark. Enforce neuron pathways for inner quests on which you'll embark. Here is your chance for the mighty mind molecules to do their sleep dance. For every trial you face, every care, I am placed, just in case, here to be there. So, come rest, you weary traveller, you hunter-gatherer of confusions, bring your seclusions, rest, for you know it's best to accept the night of deep." I said, "Just shut up, pillow, I'm trying to get to sleep." And that's The Talking Pillow by DonJuan Writer.
I'm a statue of brachias hewn by battered hands in a hasted fever of absence. Even if I stood colossus, I felt like a cenotaph disowned in forsaken gardens. People walked by in disgust. Even pigeons derided this lurid monument. Until morning glories entangled their roots to my pedestal, every stem of their climb left particles of life blooming at the rooster's crow. They essayed every inch, sidling, penetrating, creating purple curves, leaves moving faintly like a sailing dory caught in an autumn breeze. This once stoic and rustic rock became the Apollo of the mesic moor, and through the moisture of our soil we became one in a verdant embrace. This is called Two-Buck Chuck by Karli. After the first glass, I leaned close to you, listening to your lovely words, starting to imagine your possibilities. After the second, I hear your tones and your timbre, starting to feel you as a vibration. After the third glass, I touch you, softly, without urgency, starting to feel my need and yours. After the fourth, I blurt, "I love you, I want you," starting to go further with you. Afterwards, I wake, knowing where I am, starting to wish someone was here. Karli. That was Two-Buck Chuck by our beloved Karli Daviau. Daviau? Thank you. I have here a poem called The Raven Calls by Sabreman Carter. The raven calls the cries of hell, the story's old as I can tell. You wrote the word that turned my head, you made me wish that I were dead. And what once was kind is bittersweet, a poisoned mind, not quite so neat. You left me where I fell, this friend you slain is still in hell. Your sword I fell on in the night, brought me pain and no delight, and here I died not far away from the love that would not stay.